Hello, and I'm just doing a quick refresh of my face because I've had a bit of a snooze this morning. I hope you can join me. Let me know what this is like. I haven't had chance yet to do anything about my Wi-Fi, but I'm hoping it's okay. So I want you guys to feed back to me. Let's see if any. Oh, I've got two people joining me. Hello, hello, Linda. Hello, everyone. So, who's going to join me today? Paul McCartney, maybe? Paul McCartney, maybe the Queen. It's fine at the moment. Oh, good. Fingers crossed. I'll stop moving so much. Maybe it doesn't like it when I move. So I'm just refreshing. I've just been pumping up my air cask because I've been lying still all morning, being a good girl. Me. How are you, Linda? So I'm just going to put some sunscreen on. And I thought because of our guest last week, I might put some Daniel Sandler on. Hello, Gemma. Hello. Have you seen the royal baby? I have. I was quickly getting ready to come and watch to come online, and I took a sneaky peek. Isn't he lovely? Didn't see a lot of his face, but that's fair enough. He was wrapped up. And babies, they don't, they do change. As the Duke said, the babies do change a lot. In the first few weeks, my son looked absolutely nothing like me. In the first few weeks, he looked the spitting image of his dad. They just didn't look. It didn't look to be any resemblance with my side of the family whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, he turned into a mini me. Hello, Maya. Is it Maya or Mia? Tell me how to pronounce it. Say MEE if it's Mia or MI if it's Maya. I was nearly called Maya. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Gorgeous, cry every time someone has won. The reason I wasn't called Maya, it's Daily Sunscreen by Dr. Sam. So I'm putting that on. So the reason that I wasn't called Maya, it means baby born in May in Hindi or something, because I'm half Indian. I think it's Hindi, or I don't know, but anyway, it was called baby. It means baby born in May, and it's my birthday tomorrow, by the way, folks. So yeah, they were going to call me Maya, and they didn't, because my surname begins with M, Maharaj, so Maya Maharaj. But I actually quite like it. Maya, greetings from Switzerland. I think so. It's Maya rather than Mia, not as in Mia Farah, but Maya, because you were born in June. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I did nearly change my name to Maya, because I was going to be called it anyway. When I was doing singing, because they thought it would be a cool stage name, and of course I could have called this channel Maya Maharaj, or Beauty with Maya. But I like Ali. I'm used to Ali now. And I've got my Alison mug with me. So I've just put my sunscreen on. And I thought I'd bring out some, if the screen is clear and you can see swatches still, I thought I'd bring out, Maharaj. It's Indian, because my dad is Indian from Fiji. So yeah, I would have been Maya Maharaj, which I quite like. Thank you, Gemma. Right, I'm going cross-eyed looking at it. I still can't get used to this laptop, guys. I really want to go back to my phone. But I thought, while I've got a clear screen, I'd show you some more watercolour blushes. Tell me if it's not clear, if I'm not coming through clearly. I will do a film about this as well. But if there's any requests, or you want to see something, or you want me to make myself up into something, just shout out. Brilliant. So I've got this one is called Gentle. And do you know what? I've put this back in the wrong box just to confuse myself. But I know that Gentle's the one where the stickers come off. So this is Gentle. And this was the first one I got, actually, because it is a matte peach. And I use it a lot to colour correct. You can mix that. So I can mix that and make my own colour corrector. So if you wanted to make your own colour corrector with Gentle, all you need to do is to mix it with a concealer and you make your own colour corrector. You want a dramatic look? I can do a dramatic look. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'll just show you a few of these and then I will do you a dramatic look. I know just the thing actually with this top. Then we got So Pretty. Now this I love, you know, on a spring day when the weather's a bit nicer and you're going out and you just want to look naturally flushed. This is lovely. So this one's called So Pretty. And I can't wait to get my new house. And I'm going to have one of those little things. I'm going to find one of those organisers that fits these bottles and I'm going to have them all stored together like that. At the moment they're in boxes and that's fine, but that's So Pretty. And it's a really lovely shade of pink and it looks so nice on the cheeks. And that one's got a slight shimmer to it. Really pretty. Or a sexy look. What was it you call me? Sassy pants, Linda. And then you've seen Tease. I won't show you. Tease is the one of the new ones. So that's the shimmery raspberry, which needs a bit of a shake. The shimmery raspberry, which I've shown you in one of my videos. Give me a shout if you want me to show you it again on my wrist. Let me just, I've got a few. That's Elegance, which you've seen. Actually, I'll put that away because you've seen that one. Yeah, what, you want to see Tease? You want to see Tease? Was that a yes? Do you want to see Tease? Sorry, I should look at the answers. I ask a question and then I don't look at the answers. Right, okay, Tease. I'll show you Tease. No! Oh, yes, to Sassy Pants. Acid. So this is Acid. Very pink. Looks a bit scary, but looks beautiful. Just a bit more pigment than and more. It's matte. This one. It's sort of like, ignore that. It's telling me to take vitamins, and I've taken them already. My phone. This is a kind of a hot pink, and it's lovely for dotting on your cheeks. And you know, when I in that video last week, and I said to Daniel, "Have you seen what I did with Acid?" And he said, "Yes, I messaged you about it." He's so sweet. He said to me, "That's exactly how I want people to use it, the way that you applied it." So what I did is I put all my other colours on my cheeks, and then right at the end, I took a tiny amount of this, a minuscule amount, and just popped it right on the centre of the apple of my cheek, so that it kind of, because there's always an epicenter. When you blush, there's always an epicenter. And the epicenter looks pink. And then as it moves out, if you look at yourself when you're blushing, as it moves out, it looks more peach. So it's kind of it's cheating. It's cheating a a blush how it would look. So you just dot this right in the center. You literally need the tiniest amount like that, and then just blend it out, and how you look when you blush. And it doesn't matter if you put peach or whatever you put, because it's just going to look how you do when you've gone for a bit of a jog. Hello, Leslie. Right, who else has joined us? Hello, Gemma. So let me give a hello to everybody. So we have joining us today, Linda. Hello, Linda. Howdy. Hiya. I should say hiya, shouldn't I? Because I say hiya all my alley pallies now. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. So hiya, Linda. Hiya, Maya. Hiya, Maya. I like that. Hiya, Maya. Hiya, Gemma. Hiya, Leslie. Hello. Right. We said hello to everyone. And then we have icing. Now, icing is a cool highlighter. Just thought because of Daniel joining us last week, you might like to see a few more watercolor blushes. But Linda's asked for a sort of a sexy or a sort of more, what was the other word she used? I've forgotten, but sexy or very dramatic look. Yes. So this is actually, I didn't shake that very well, so it looks a bit watery, but it's cool highlighter called icing. So it's very like elegant, but it's cooler and sort of like a frosty pink. And then we have, what else have I got? Glamour. Glamour is more of a terracotta. So it's a matte orange, but it's more terracotta, like a brick colour. And I've got a couple of the watercolour cremes coming in the next couple of days. So this, yeah, it's like a terracotta brick. And I love that as well. That also could be used as a colour corrector if you mix it with concealer, depending on what shade suits you best. There you are. I love that one. Look at that. Ooh. Obviously, you don't put that amount on. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Have you used Daniel's eyeshadows? I have. I've got all his palettes. He sent me them a while back after I did a big review on him. He sent me the eyeshadows, and I do use them. Yes. I can show you them if you want. Oh, it's just popped up. There's a biggest Sephora sale ever. Yeah, great. In the UK, you can't access it at all. You can't even get into the site to look at it. Takes you to the French one. Shows you a load of rubbish that they can't sell rather than actually any decent sale. So thank you for Sephora, but come to England, please. I keep hearing rumours, but you never do. Good, good. Don't tempt fate, though, Leslie. Leslie's message, I'm not even going to repeat it, right? What she said is really good, but I'm not going to repeat it because that might tempt fate. You never know when the Wi-Fi ghost is watching. Why is it coming up with notifications while I'm doing a live feed? Saying, would you like to take a look at this? No, I'm doing a live feed. Go away. Close. I don't want to close my live stream though. Thank you. Oh, go away. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I don't go onto my laptop usually. All my notifications from you guys, all the messages and comments are coming up, notifying me about them. Right now, this one is Glow. Now, this one, actually, it's interesting because the message, one of my comments has just come up about this saying, oh my God, Glow, ladies, you've got to get it. So somebody watching me, I should have remembered her name, but I've just dismissed the notification, said, oh my God, ladies, you've got to get Glow. It's like, it is a lovely bronzer. I'm just going to put that on because I haven't put any foundation on or anything yet. But if you want a really natural bronzer that you can just blend in really easily, Glow is the one to go for. it is just, especially for summer, just it's liquid. You put it on like that, and you could just dab a little bit like that and put it on your forehead, and it just gives you a natural sun-kissed glow. And it's so easy. I really don't think you can mess up with it, actually. You really can't. As long as if you're putting it on with your hands, you just can't mess up. Look, there you go. So yeah, um, we'll do a look with them soon. What with the eyeshadows? I could try and do a look. I'm going to do, but I've got another idea for a dramatic look because of my teal top I've got on again today. And you know I like my teals and purples. So I'm going to do a dramatic look as requested. I'll try and incorporate some watercolours as well, or some of Daniel's. In fact, I know I can. Yes, I've just thought of it. See, ideas come to me as I'm talking to you. And then I suddenly think, oh, yes, 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 yes. Now, I need to get something. Just bear with me a second, all right? You're going to see a blank screen for a second, and I'll be right back because I need to get something for this dramatic look. Just hold on. Right. Right. And I need my foundation. I'll just use my Magic because that is near to me. Didn't get my Magic foundation out, did I? So let me just do that one. And now I need to look in this little box because I know it's in here. I know where everything is. I know where most of the time, I know where all my products are. Even though I've got far too many, I know I could do a kind of inventory of what I've got because I know what I've got. But I thought I might use this. And it's a loose glitter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Which is this dramatic enough for you, Linda? Okay, let's get some foundation on. Get my brushes. Hello, Helena. Oh, yes, she says. Oh, yes, that's dramatic enough. Thank you for all your comments yesterday, my lasting impression series. Anyone got any requests for my next one? So this is going to be a first impression that I go back to and tell you whether I've used it, whether I still like it. If not, why not? Anything like that. So pick one, especially if you haven't seen me use it in a while. And you think, oh, I wonder, does she use that anymore? Let me know. I'm just putting some Magic foundation on with a Real Techniques buffing brush. So, Linda, you were asking about beauty blenders. I would definitely go for the Real Techniques one. I'll see if I've got one to hand and I'll show you. In fact, I have. Here's one. Really, I think you can get two for $5.99. They're really good. Be careful if you're on the internet. If you're on Amazon, you can get some really cheap ones, but I'm very careful because when you've got spina bifida, 80% of people with spina bifida have got a form of latex allergy, and I've got a slight form of it, I think, because I react to certain plasters and certain things, like, you know, the stuff that you put at the top of stockings to keep roll ups, hold ups that stop your stockings falling down. That always brings me up. So I'm very careful about um, beauty blenders in case they've got latex in them. But Real Techniques don't, and Beauty Blender don't. So, but if you're going for cheaper ones, be careful because they might have latex in them. It will normally say latex free if they're latex free. That's the only thing I really have to be careful about in terms of allergies, is latex. There you go. Just dotting around some more of that magic foundation. And I need some concealer. Now, do you know what? I haven't got Magic Away concealer to hand. So why not use this, which I haven't used for ages? No, that's Magic Foundation. Oh, I thought that was something else. Ah, that's my shade 5. I've got it here somewhere, though, in here. I've got another concealer in here that I was going to show you. If not, there's plenty of stuff in here I can use. I'll just use my Estee Lauder one. My son has a nut allergy and a mild latex allergy. Bananas affect him. Interesting you say that, Gemma. Sorry to hear that. My son won't eat bananas. He said he had some at school, and he said his throat felt funny. And he says, I'm allergic, Mum, to bananas. Now, I didn't see it happen, but I've taken his word for it. He says, my throat suddenly felt really funny when I ate a banana. And because there is a link to latex allergies, and because I might have a latex allergy and I don't know if you can pass on allergies, I don't give him bananas. Yeah, latex is connected. There's certain foods connected with latex allergy. Kiwi is another one. If you, I mean, I've eaten bananas and I'm fine. I don't think I've got a severe allergy, but allergies can actually develop and get worse. So it's good to be aware of what foods are related to latex. So kiwi, if you find that you really get kind of tingly lips after eating a kiwi, be very careful. There's a whole list. If you look foods related to latex allergy online, you can find it. But bananas and kiwi are the ones that come to mind. And they reckon that the reason that 80% of people, I'm just putting my Estee Lauder, the double one with the serum one end concealer on in 3N1. They reckon that if you become, they reckon that the reason that 80% of people with spina bifida have got latex allergy is because the thing that most of us have got in common is that we had a lot of surgery as children, and so we came into contact with latex from an early age. But in hospitals now, they tend to have got rid of most of their latex. So it's interesting they asked you that, Linda. Kiwi affects him also. Yeah, they have a look. I mean, just sure you have anyway, but have a look online because there's definitely a list that you can find that says about foods to avoid if you've got a latex allergy. Now, what I'll do is I'll put a bit of Daniel's blush on and then I'll cover it with powder. This is something I often do. So I'll put on a bit of his blush, but I'll just deliberately put a bit too much, slightly too much on, so that when I cover it with powder, it just looks like my skin. if I'm sort of doing a quite made up look using them, that's kind of what I do. It is what I do. I don't know why I said kind of what I do. It is what I do. So if I take Glamour, for example, because that will go with a green eye. What's the other one I've got? Oh, is that the terracotta one? Let's go with the terracotta one, actually. Oh no, Glamour's the terracotta one, isn't it? They're quite similar. No, I want to go with... Which one shall I go with? A gentle or Glamour? I can't decide. Hold on. That's Glamour. And that one's gentle. I think Glamour. I'll go with Glamour. Yeah, I like the kind of... In fact, I could mix them. Yes, let's mix them. I'm going to mix Glamour and Gentle. They said at my op pre-assessment last week, they must sort of still have traces of... I can't imagine they use a lot of it, because I think a lot of people now are allergic to latex. But I think it's good that they check anyway. I've never been asked. I've got a certain... I react to certain antibiotics, and I've been asked about that, but never been asked much about latex. Anyway, so I've mixed Glamour and Gentle, which is sort of the two... One's terracotta, one's a bit more orange. And I've mixed that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. And I'm going to deliberately put a bit too much on. You'll see what I mean. And it's actually quite hard to overdo them because they blend so beautifully. But I'm going to deliberately go a bit over the top. And then I'll deliberately go a bit over the top. And before finishing it, Daniel will come on. No, I don't think he's going to come on this week, but you never know. And then no viruses found on your PC. And then you think, what on earth is that woman doing? Now, there we go. I've deliberately gone a bit over the top. And I'll put a little bit up here. And there's a method to my madness, obviously. There's a method to why I've gone a bit over the top. Not because I'm going for the Aunt Sally look out of Wurzel Gummidge. Now, when I say over the top, I mean over the top, not unblended. And this is my trick as well, is to always put a bit. Now, I've gone over the top there as well, again on purpose, to always put a bit up there, because then it looks like it's supposed to be your skin and it's not just blusher that you put on your cheeks and you can't see any of it anywhere else on your face. I just think that it's a trick that I've used for years. Because if you just put suddenly a pink and there's no sign of it anywhere else, it looks like blusher. Right, and then I'm going to knock, he's at your door. And then I'm going to put Genius Magic Powder over the top. And you'll see that when you put the powder on, it just kind of blurs it out a little bit, which is why I go over the top. But it just then looks like your own skin. Looks like it was naturally there. Let me just... See? Bye-bye, Mia. Oh, Mia, you off? Thank you very much, Mia. You too. Catch up with us later because I do save my live feeds. So if you want to catch up and see what happened later or see the dramatic look, then do catch up later. Have a lovely day, darling. See, I'm sounding like Charlotte now, calling you darling, but I feel like you're all my friends. Well, you are all my friends, but you know what I mean? I've come to know you all so well that I just want to call you darling and dear and nice things. Ali Pallies. Right, and I'll just put a bit of this, put a little bit of white, not the white, the fair one of Genius Magic powder under my eyes. I'm not going to put it on my lids. Right, let's get on with this eye look. Now, I could use the YSL pen for this, but it's not near me. And I know that I think I've got another one near me. That is a very cheap drugstore version that is just as good because it is going on as a base. So it doesn't have to be Yves Saint Laurent because it's going on as a base and it's going to get covered anyway. And if it's here, please, yes, it's here. Good. So this one is, and I actually think it doesn't, when I say it's just as it's going on as a base, it's going to get covered. That's just makeup snobbery because even if it wasn't going to get covered, these are really good. If you like Colour Chameleons, they're £19. And they are good. But these ones by Rimmel, I've got a couple of the Rimmel Kate ones, but any of the Rimmel pencils, they're about £5 on Amazon. They are just as good. And you've got more shades to pick from. And I'm going to put this teal on my lids. And I just blend it with my fingers. Is there any difference between the loose Charlotte powder and the pressed? Yes, there is. So I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, but when you spray this powder afterwards with setting spray, it's not quite as obvious unless you spray it, but it's got a slight luminosity to the loose powder. Very slight, but when you spray it, it really brings it out. It's like if you wet a highlighter before you put it on, it shows it up. So there's a slight shimmer's the wrong word. It's just luminosity. So it just looks luminous and it gives you a kind of nice, healthy glow. The airbrush flawless finish is matte. So if you want a matte look, then you would go for the airbrush. If you've got like a shiny nose and you want to blot out the shininess on your nose, or you've got oily skin, go for airbrush. So in the video yesterday, what I did is I put the Genius Magic powder on, and then I sprayed my face and it brought out the shine to it. And then you saw that I kind of looked quite glowy all over, but there were places that I didn't want to glow. So I then went back over the bits that I didn't want to glow, like the middle of my nose and around this area and up there with the pressed one, with the airbrush one. And she does kits. So she does a kit that's got magic foundation in it, an airbrush flawless finish pressed powder, so that you've got the kind of more matte look. And then she does a kit with the other foundation, like Wonder, and her loose powder, because that's a more glowy version. I've got the pressed one. I'll have to get the loose one. Please be careful. If you don't like smells, go and smell it first. I don't mind it, but some people do not like the smell of it, and they've thrown it in the bin that they really don't like. They can't stand it, makes them feel sick. It smells like potatoes. It's got an earthy smell to it. I don't mind it, but if you're going to buy it online and you do get affected by smells, I would go into a store where they sell it and just give it a bit of a say, excuse me, but can I sniff that powder? Hello, help all, I'm late. Don't worry, Shoshana. Linda's asked me for a dramatic look. So hello, 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 hiya, as I said. Now, Linda asked me for a dramatic look, and somebody else asked about Daniel's eyeshadow. So I thought I would integrate both questions into one look. So I just put this very affordable drugstore Kate pencil. I should say it's waterproof and it's called Pure Turquoise. If you go onto Amazon, you can get these for about £5. Sometimes Amazon's a bit hit and miss with eyeshadow pencils. Sometimes they keep stock quite a long time and they turn up, they're in plastic bags, there's no seal on them. I've had to send a couple back, and some I've not even bothered sending back, but just chucked in the bin. But so it can be a bit hit and miss, but this one wasn't. Now, hang on, I'm looking for a particular one of Daniel's. So this is Beyond Sunset. I might keep that out because this one is a perfect transition shade at all times. So I might keep that one out. And then I have, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I am looking for, I think this might be it. I am looking for a purple, because you know I like my teal and purple. No, but that's got a black in it. You see, what I often do with Daniel's is I actually use that I mix and match from his palettes. So this is Scandal at Midnight. Now that's got a silver, a grey, and a black, and a sort of shimmery white in it. And Daniel's palette. Well, that's good. You're very astute now, because I've never thought about that. Now let me just see how many grams of product is in Daniel's palette. You're probably right, actually. 8.7 grams. What Charlotte's? What Charlotte's? Could somebody look up how many grams of products in Charlotte's while I just find this palette? Would somebody mind doing that? Might be the same. How much grams is in a quads? Because I think you might be right there, Leslie. Right, and this is the one well, this is another one. So this one is, that's it, there's 3, isn't there? This one is called Sheer Beauty, and it's got a purple in it. I'm just going to get all these out. Sheer Beauty, and that's Radiant Glow. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to use the Beyond Sunset one to give me a nice transition. I'm coming back to the lids. 5.2 in Charlotte's. Okay, so Daniel's is 8.2. So yes, a lot more and cheaper. I think his palettes are £28. By memory, I think it's about something like that. Charlotte's are 39. You had a Dreamgasm to hand. This one, as I said, this one is a perfect transition shade for most, unless you're dark, very dark. This will work as a really good transition shade to kind of build up the intensity in your socket and blend it out to nothing. It's one of those shades that if you put colours on and they're not blending very well, and you go in with that shade, it will help you to blend it out. There's another shade that I've got that's really good from MAC, and it came out. They bought it back. I don't know if it's still available. They bought it back as a sort of re-release for a short time, and it was called Kid, and it's very similar to that. It's one of those shades that's sort of almost skin coloured, so, but with a more of a brown hue to it, so that if you're having difficulty blending a harsh line in, you can just use it to help you blend it out. Ali, I just heard that Dreamgasm is one new shade and 3 famous ones from other palettes. Is that true? Now that's what I was doing, wasn't it, last week when Daniel showed up? I was comparing it to other palettes. So, see, I'd want to go off now. Let me just finish this look and I'll bring me back to that. Let me get this done as quickly as I can and I'll go back to that. And hopefully we'll get, each time I go to do the comparisons, let me do a video on its own about that. And give me time to go away and research it, because you've read that. Apparently it says on Charlotte's site. Does it? Oh, I've missed that. Did she say what palettes? I'll have to look then. It saved me the research. I can be lazy. Well, I love the combination. Dolce Vita, yeah. Pillow Talk, yeah. I was last week when Daniel showed up. Did you see me holding Dolce Vita up next to Dreamgasm? That's what I was doing. I think the combination, sometimes in palettes, I didn't know that Charlotte had actually said it. So there's one new shade in it. So I'm trying to think what the new shade would be. Because I would definitely say that the enhanced shade is Transformize, definitely. The prime shade is similar to Pillow Talk, not exactly the same. Then the smoke shade, the smoke shade is quite similar to something. I would say it must be the pop shade that's different. I'll have to look at that. Well, I love it anyway. I love the combination. I think if you're going to get all your palettes out and then combine them like I'm doing with Daniel's, then that's fine. But I just love the combination. But I didn't know that Charlotte had actually said that. That's really interesting. Right. Really interesting and really honest of her if she's done that. Because a lot of people bring out palettes and they've got they've got shades that they've used before or shades that you can buy separately, but they don't actually say it. So exaggerate. Yeah, definitely exaggerate. Oh, exaggerate. No, I'm thinking of Transformize. The enhanced shade is Transformize. Right, I'm going to put some purple from Daniel's eyeshadow quad called Sheer Beauty. I'm going to put some purple into here. Now, I thought that this was darker, this purple. But don't worry, it's going to work anyway. I love purple and teal. Absolutely adore it. So this is from Daniel's palette, Sheer Beauty. And there's a purple, there's a grey, there's a matte grey, there's a silver shimmer grey, and there is a highlighter. So I'm going to use a couple from here actually. And I'm using my MAC 217 brush. This is still my favourite blending brush, the MAC 217. It's expensive, but for the blending brush, I think it's well worth it. I still can't bring myself to get a Wayne Goss brush because of having to spend. I don't mind to spend on the brushes, but then the add a load right at checkout. When you go onto Beautylist, it says, right, now you've got your, you can get free delivery spending over a certain amount, so that's all right. So you can get 2 brushes and get free delivery, but then it suddenly adds stuff right at the end, which is customs. And I just think, Wayne is from the UK. Why am I having to pay customs to import this brush? And it's the principle of it that I just cannot get my head round. I just don't want to do it. Wayne, you are from the UK. Make your brushes available in the UK and I will buy some. It's a stubborn Taurian. I'm going to put a little bit underneath. The stubborn Taurian in me that just cannot abide by having to pay customs. Yes, I'm on her site right now. Says 3 of my most famous eyeshadow shades from Exaggerize, Pillow Talk, and Dolce Vita. Well, there you go. So I got the Pillow Talk and the Exaggerize, and I was holding up the Dolce Vita last week. But I hadn't had a chance to compare them. Mr. Dan turned up. I'm sure that I didn't read that when they first came out. Mind you, I was probably so excited because I'd seen them in the shop. I wanted it. I bought it that day in the shop. So I'm just using now the highlight shade in the palette, and I'm just putting that on with my fingers. And I'm going to use a highlight shade in here and in here. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this Anastasia glitter, and then what I might do is go in either side with a bit of this silver. I'm just going to see. So this is the Anastasia teal glitter. So Linda said she wanted dramatic. Now I remember before when if you put it directly on your hand, are you there? Sorry, connected. I'm going to not yet. My mess. I know what it is. What this is. I've just figured it out. Okay, I don't know if you can actually hear me or offline to